Welcome back to Coming This Summer. I'm Jay Bean Martin, because I haven't been saying that, and I took some flack for that. And we have, of course,
Ryan Superbad
Sharp.
Fine. You can say it. I'll allow it. You can give my government name. Throw the Superbad in the middle there. I like it. As you can tell by the title, we're back for part 2.
It's part 2.
Baby.
Pixar countdown.
Yes, sir. Where we last left
Where we
off.
left off. Yeah. Nice.
I think we were at, we did 16 through 20. Did we want to rattle off what those were just real quick in case people missed part 1? Obviously,
Should we just point at the list that's up, though, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess it's on screen. Yeah, you're right. But
yeah, there it is. Look.
Ta-da. Compare for yourselves. Where we last left off.
I think so far we've only matched on one exactly.
A Good Dinosaur, I believe. Yes.
And that was
We've
the
been
bottom
pretty
of the barrel.
close in other movies, though.
Yeah, no, everything else. I think -2. Our whole bottom 10 is the same.
Fine.
I think -2.
That's fine. So my last one was.
I'm freaking holding a DreamWorks list, and I'm like, what Shrek
Like,
2?
that's not on there.
What?
My last one was Cars, the first Cars movie. Now we're on to number 15.
Okay, yeah, and 16 for me was A Bug's Life. That's where we'll leave it.
Okay,
that's what we're coming off.
Well, yeah, we can. Yeah, that's
I like
fine.
that.
So,
and you're right. And if we don't have a big list, we'll definitely recap. But I just feel like people don't want to. I mean,
true. It's there. They can read it. That's fine. Or watch the first episode.
Yeah, that's even better.
We're not gonna tell you. You just gotta watch.
That's even better.
I'm not even gonna have the first list on the screen. So number 15 for me is the first Incredibles movie. Now I think this movie's really good, and I watched it on repeat when it came out when I was a child, and I think it did a lot for a superhero like the genre, you know, like defining those movies because they were still pretty early. I think it was way post MCU, right? It was like 2004 or 6, I think.
Or pre-MCU, yeah.
Or pre-MCU, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, oh man.
I feel like it did a lot of
04?
favors.
Yeah.
Because
4 years before.
Yeah. The movie is
Iron
like
Man?
an origin, right? It basically shows him like evolving, you know, as a hero, and then the end is like just a big action set piece with good voice actors, you know.
True.
So it's like Marvel, like I feel took a lot of influence from that, you know. Because Marvel movies then, like I guess X-Men and like all that was kind of the same thing, you know. But
hey, come on, Granddaddy Feige was working on X-Men.
Maybe he worked on Incredibles. Do we know that? You know, who knows?
No, X-Men was his first.
I gave Incredibles a 6.5.
6.5?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Incredibles is a little higher up the list.
Okay, the animation is also
but pretty,
really dated, so
it is dated.
Yeah.
You know, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that affects your score more than mine on a lot of things.
Well,
I get
it.
That's your
I get it.
That's your. No, it's okay.
I feel like I should judge it for that, though. You know what I mean? I know for like the time, you know.
Yeah, but if you judge it for that, then you should judge it for the time error, and then for that, it's awesome.
But like, I'll say this: 2 is higher on the list because it looks fucking amazing. You know what I mean? So I'd rather watch that.
All right.
You know?
Interesting. You're gonna
I know that might piss some people off, but
yeah, I mean you were reversed. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
Number 15 for me is Inside Out.
Oh wow. Okay.
That
Inside Out is
pretty close to the middle of the pack. Is about where Inside Out should be. This is like this starts to enter a big cluster of things that are pretty close together.
Dude.
Do I like Inside Out? Yeah. Is it? I'll just say this right off the rip. I gave it what?
The heartstrings, man. That shit pulls all of them.
Oh no, that movie has the Pixar heart.
Dude.
I know I criticize some of the other ones like Turning Red and so on.
It does pose a weird concept for the Pixar universe that all beings have little people in their heads, like in the Cars movie.
Do those people have people in
like
their heads?
Super ones, you know, like where's that short?
I didn't even think
Pixar.
about that. Ooh,
mic drop.
That's an original idea. That's odd. Nice.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that anywhere ever. So
hire me, Disney. I'll write all of your TV shows.
You heard it here first on Coming This Summer. If the Inside Out in the Incredibles head thing happens, we said it first. It was
Which is like all of them. They can have fish ones for Finding Nemo, Cars ones.
You could.
For Cars,
I'm surprised they
little toy guys.
They don't have us marketing.
Wally
Ryan.
would be
they don't
like
have
robots.
Us marketing.
Yeah. Well.
That. Oh my God. The Wally.
Could you imagine the old guy with a bunch of other old guys in his fucking head, dude? Or the dog? He has all the dog ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So I gave it a 7.8.
Inside Out?
It's a strong movie.
It's really good.
I mean, we're getting into the I don't break 8 very often, let alone 9.
Wow.
But we're getting into pretty much everything in the next couple movies up break 8. These are some of the highest rated movies I have just in general.
I kept my ratings pretty lower then, I think.
Inside Out, though, I mean, it's funny, it's good. It makes me cry as a dad because my daughter's growing up, and I don't.
Oh, sure.
Pixar movies do that to me a lot. You know, they hit me right in the dad feels.
Broccoli on pizza kind of guy. I get it.
Yeah. So I mean, I like the movie. I mean, I can't. There's not one negative thing I'll say about it, and I think it's better than the other 10 movies that we've talked about so far.
The animation's great.
But
looks great.
The animation's
Hall of,
great.
Memory orbs or whatever.
This was tough, man. A lot of these were tough. These ones that'll be a little
Cloud
lower
Town,
because
Bean.
they're a little.
It's fucking Cloud Town.
There are little idiosyncrasies that I personally probably dock the movie in my own head for something that I didn't like or some inconsistency or something. That'll start being the real nitpicky things here because all these movies from pretty much Inside Out up are pretty damn good. So I just want to say that. I have nothing negative to say. I just think the 14 movies above this movie are better.
Okay. That you all right. Yeah. So
you know what I mean? I don't have a negative thing to say. So at 15 that sounds kind of low.
You hit all the points.
But
yeah. The ending and just the voice cast is just stellar. You know what I mean? You got Bill Hader.
Yeah,
Amy
that's
Poehler.
true. Bill Hader absolutely just murders that role.
Sadness is Phyllis from.
Oh, she's amazing too
Office.
from The Office.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's great. It's great.
That's a good movie.
It's great.
It's a good movie.
It's great.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's borderline great movie.
Yeah,
you know, it's a really good movie.
Can't wait for
my
the second
14.
one.
Never gonna happen. My 14 is Cars.
Okay. Wow.
And Cars. I was a little younger when Cars came out, probably then as an adult Inside Out, and it gets me in the feels. Cars, it's a car movie. You know what I mean? It's talking cars. When you're young, you know what I mean. I wasn't that young, but you know what I mean. I was still. Yeah. It's and Lightning McQueen. Owen Wilson was great.
It's
definitely
good. It's heartfelt.
It's the best Cars movie of the 3 because my Cars 2 and 3 were 19 and 20.
Okay.
It's the most
I disagree
complete
with you
story
there.
of all 3 movies. It's the most complete 3-act structure that doesn't fall apart in any of the acts of the 3 movies.
You're right. I'll follow right up with my 14 is Cars 3. Because
okay, by 7.9 for me on Cars.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. So
it's original. It was good. It was breathtaking at the time for Pixar. So
okay, true. All the environment scenes where they're the driving with Sally and him when there's the cool music and they're all they go for a drive. You know what I'm saying? A drive.
Life is a highway. Ow. Yeah, exactly.
I put Cars 3 for number 14.
Cars 3.
I
Look
like
at that.
what it introduces with Doc. You know, all his where where he trained and shit. I get what you're saying about the third act, but whatever.
I was gonna say I already taled about Cars 3, so I won't hamper on that too much.
I understand. I understand that they
completely
fumbled,
into pieces.
but it made sense for the movies where it was going. Kinda. They even introduce right before the third act.
Okay,
that
I just saw this by the way
not good
because. Because we're probably going to have a third bonus list. So our producer was watching Cars 3, and I stopped while she's watching it, and the girl car that he ends up training with
Cruz
is literally him. He looks just like Lightning McQueen. Okay. So I'm just trying to. It makes no sense that he's obsolete, but she's ready to start racing. Do you know what I mean?
He's just too old for it, I guess, right?
But they're the same generation kind of cars, so how can he?
But he's
be
not
too old
though. But
that's
what it. He knows he can't beat
She's not new though. She's not like the new guy. So she
She's
doesn't
just
have
a
all the
training
bells and
car.
whistles either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? That's what
So
I'm saying.
how
She's
could-
basically female
How
Lightning
could she
McQueen.
do
So
it
why
with
could
no
she?
experience?
Yeah.
when-
What the hell? That makes no sense
I
at
just
all.
think Lightning was out. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think mentally he
Yeah,
was out.
right.
And that's what the movie
Physically,
seemed to be more
probably
about
not,
than
but he's like,
anything.
I should-
was if he really,
I might
yeah.
kill myself. You know, like not like because he's suicidal, but like because he, you know,
It's a whole retrospective about
racing
getting
too
old
hard.
in retirement.
Sure.
But
For that
but
third
again,
movie,
it was too quick.
from him to
It
go
was
from
too quick.
rookie to I'm too old
To
for
I'm
this.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, pump the
I'm
brakes.
5 weeks till retirement. You know, like what?
Yeah, on the way to retirement, by the way, they do a demolition derby, all this ridiculous stuff that proves that he's
That
not.
sucked. Yeah.
It was bad.
But
I'm
Owen
sorry,
Wilson
just,
doing fucking calisthenics or whatever, you know, like the
Oh, again, and what's his name? Nathan Fillion
Yes.
was awesome as the bad guy because he's always kills it in voice acting roles.
Storm. I thought that sucked too, but I gave it a 6.2, just because you know it was good
Okay.
for the trilogy. It was a good bow. You know,
I will say that. I mean, it rounded out the trilogy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It's like there's your
Yeah.
story.
meh.
You know, if
Say meh.
two was stronger, I think this would have been
3 would have been even better if 2, not even stronger, if 2 would have focused more on racing
been
instead
a
of the
lightning
spy
story.
aspect stuff.
Yeah,
And actually had a lightning
Right.
story and how he's been
right.
winning all these cups and he's the greatest. And then transitioning him into retirement would have made
He's like the B plot
way more
in
sense.
2, and it's like
He was the B plot in his own movie.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
like that-
You're
okay.
absolutely correct.
But I would have liked that movie though. But like make that the Mater movie or whatever. Go full spin off.
Yeah, they could have just did a spin-off
full
and called
spin-off.
it Cars Mater's Mission.
There
You're
you
welcome.
go. There you go. Yeah,
And-
turn it into a Disney ride. Mater's Mission.
I mean, would you not have considered that a name for
I
it?
would have
Because that's
watched it.
literally
Though.
what they
I
do.
would have watched it that movie would be higher if
The voice
if
cast
we got
kills
a good
it.
Cars 2. You know.
Yeah,
If that
what's I'm
wasn't
saying?
Cars 2
isn't a bad movie. It hits so weird.
But it's a spin-off.
And it hits so sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, because it's a
literally
spin-off.
spin-off. Like the story.
Because you go watch
on the
Planes,
sidekick. Yeah.
and going into Planes, knowing that Planes is a spin-off, and it's
I've
in
never
the same
seen
world,
Planes.
but it's about planes. Oh, you should. The first one is actually it's a kid. You got to understand that they're geared a little younger,
Okay.
but they're not bad movies. Like honestly,
Sure.
they're as good as Cars 2. So.
Hey, I
I
don't
mean,
think any of
Dane
them are
Cook's
bad.
in there though, so
I
a lot of
just-
people hate Dane Cook. I will give you a warning if you've never seen Planes. Dane Cook is the main character.
No, he's not. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he's Rusty. No, not Rusty. What the hell's his
Dusty.
name?
Because
I
he's
can't remember.
He's a
Dusty.
duster, right?
Dusty
Yeah.
Crop Hopper.
Gross. Now,
Oh, it's on the
you
nose.
just-
The movie should have
you
been
just
called
killed it for
On
me.
the Nose.
You killed it for me, man. You're
You
like
gotta watch it
Dane
now.
Cook and On the Nose writing, and I'm like, ooh.
We should have a video review segment where we have like
That's a Disney movie, right?
Ryan has to watch it. It is a Disney movie. Yeah, yeah. Pixar didn't want anything to do with it. They said, you can have our
Forcing
world, but you
super
can't.
bad. Damn it.
Forcing super bad.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Yeah.
Not
Please
good.
don't.
Okay.
Please don't. Please don't encourage that.
What's your what's your 13?
My 13 was Incredibles 2. So I thought it was great for a sequel.
Shut up.
Well, I thought it was a good sequel. Okay.
Shut up. Guess what mine is.
Really? Did we match up? We matched us. Nice. So this is why in the last video, Monsters Inc. is number 17 for me, but the next 4 of them are literally like Cars and Incredibles. So like you can like count those all as pretty much one thing, and like Monsters Inc. is higher technically. All right, it'll make sense. But yeah, 13.
All right.
Incredibles 2.
Yeah. No, that's the exact.
I thought it was.
Yep.
Again with the sequels, man, it's like at least Cars 2 came out and we got a sequel, but like Incredibles took too long to make one. I get it's better animation, but like the technology.
I think
was
it just
there.
because it got lost in what they
Okay.
needed down the pipeline. I don't think it was on purpose.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Like I
maybe
don't
it's like
think
we
it
got
was
all
like,
these other
let's-
things. Yeah,
Like
already.
like they had to get, and even back then, technology wasn't where it is now. Even 5 years ago,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And now they can make 2 a year.
Say what you want
Like,
about
that's insanity.
the new Pixar movies too. At least they're not doing sequels anymore. Now I'm not saying they're bad. It's just like
For now,
we don't need an Inside Out 2. You know, I don't give me a second Luca. Don't
God,
just
no.
don't. I don't even want a second Soul. You know, like that. Those stories.
won't.
That's done. You know,
They
just
won't.
keep doing. Turning Red, I liked because it was original. You know,
Right.
It was original. It wasn't a sequel. So that's what I'm going to say about sequels. But Incredibles 2.
What's the score?
6.5.
Where's your
Give
score?
it 6.5.
Oh, see, I'm at an 8.
And we got to think of a scaling between both our lists. Like that might seem low, but like, you know, the rest, but it's higher than the rest below it, you know? So it's like.
Well, that's just what you think it is, though. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
right. I think it's on par with the first one, but I'd rather watch it, you know, because it does look nicer, and I've watched the first one to death. So, just to death. To death. Okay, what's your...
I can't believe that we
synced. Yeah,
we
that's
matched
2, bro.
at the bottom and now like directly in the middle. So I wonder if our number one... No, our number ones won't.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I like the characters, too. Like, all the other guys with superpowers was cool. You know, it's not just the Incredibles and Frozone. It's like, here's other people, and one can create
Everyone.
portals and shit, and, like, one is strong and the other's strong, and there's, like, a strong guy. And that's it. What's your number 12?
Number 12, we just thought you actually mentioned it just a second ago. Soul is my number 12.
Wow. Okay. I put Soul a lot higher on my list, but
Okay.
I think Soul is a beautiful movie.
It's animation-wise is one of the best things that they've done.
The way they do the characters in like the Great Before or the youth seminar, right? How they're like 2D, but when they like fold an arm over like their body, it like looks like it's 3D with the lines like bending. It's just amazing.
Brilliant.
I didn't notice that the first time. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" But then the second, I just watched it the other day. Like, bro. That shit's
I think
amazing.
it's the story's great. Jamie Foxx kills it. Tina Fey kills it. Out of the newer Pixar movies that have come out in the last like 4 or 5 years, it's definitely the best for sure by 10 miles to me.
I didn't know
it's
the first time
super
around
Pixar.
I was gonna watch it that it was gonna be a body swap comedy.
I didn't either. I honestly didn't. I went into it not knowing that, and it ended up being better for it, I think.
Okay, yeah, but I had a problem with it. When I was like watching that movie, I was like, "Oh, I'm all about this," and then I'm like, "Is this movie fucking Freaky Friday with a cat?" Like, but it's about like death and like coping with like dying and like finding what you're like born to do. Like,
it was a little
body swap with the cat. Get it? It's a romp now. Like, oh, I was enjoying the fucking existential crisis you placed in my fucking head.
It's definitely a weird movie.
Yeah.
It's got its weird current Pixar issues.
But I thought you're right. It does help it makes sense for the plot because like you find that like 22's like reason for living is like living, you know, because she's never
Which
like
is
done
weird.
it. Yeah. So it's like she finally does that and is like, oh, I like this, you know.
So I'll
Give
do
me
it.
that. Yeah.
8.2 for me.
Wow. Okay.
It's a strong movie.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Which, yeah.
We at number
Yeah,
12? Yeah.
Wow. We're at 12.
Can't say anything else.
We might have to do a third part. God, you were right. It's going to take forever.
Okay. My 12 is Toy Story. The first one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. I thought it was like one of the first concepts that
Because the
Pixar
animation's old.
introduced. Well, yeah, but it's a good concept that they like introduced that like further enhance like the next two. I love 2 and 3, you know, like they're so good, you know.
2 and 3 are super.
And
right.
the story is great, you know, for the first one, you know, it's like I love the adventure they go on, but like, you know, not a lot like, you know, I like 2 and 3 because it's like, oh, here's more characters, and now they're like jumping off planes, and it's Fast and the Furious now, and it's like 3 is like back to this daycare that's like a supermax fucking prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Man, 3 is amazing.
strong, dude. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. Like 1 is great.
They're all amazing.
1 is great. That's why. Yeah.
The first 3 to me are all top 10.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
I'll
Well,
get
it's not
there.
far. It's 12. It's high.
It's true.
That's
it's true.
high on
That's
the
what I'm saying. The
list.
middle's congested. I get that. Believe me, I understand. It gets hard once you get to that middle part. It's like, man, what goes?
And the
where?
cast it sets up is like,
Oh, it's amazing.
yeah. So
As I say, you're not going to hear much negative. Like we said, this isn't necessarily going to be bad. This is just
most of the
what
negative
we've,
was in the first
scores
part
and rankings.
when we were like,
Yeah.
Finding
just
Dory and Good
pour it
Dinosaur,
on.
man. Fuck those movies. I clicked through Finding Dory again. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, see, Finding Dory is way
Gross.
better than Good Dinosaur.
But I did realize, I'll take back
It's a
a
whole different
statement in
level.
Finding Dory. There is a really good animation scene where she's like being hung over the tank, and it's like this beautiful like fucking water.
Oh, yeah,
like,
no, that
coral
movie's
reef.
beautiful,
yeah,
man.
I
think,
I'll
yeah,
take
I
that
love
back.
it.
I'll redact.
as far as yeah,
Animation's great.
beauty goes, yeah.
All right,
All right, what was your score on that one?
7-2. Give it a 7-2.
Oh, we're getting higher now.
No, right? See, it goes up. It goes up. Everybody's like, this dude's a fucking hater.
11 for me is going to be Coco.
Fuck you.
Hey.
Fuck you. It's not even in the top 10, really?
Oh, it was tight. It was close. I will say this. Can I say this? Without telling you what the movies are. I gave Coco, before I say about it, 8.3. The next movie, 8.3. The movie after that, 8.3.
Okay.
Do you kind of see what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
fair, then. That's fair.
I started,
Okay.
it was like, man.
That's what I told you. I told you.
So Coco, I love Coco. We had it actually recently in my family. Two grandmas died. Both had
Oof.
dementia over the last year. So I actually dealt with a lot of that. I was dealing with a lot of that when that came out and dealt with, So that movie hits home a lot for me, and I have a Spanish family too. So it's it's a great movie. The animation is some of the best still. Like that was one of the it's not old, but I guess the movie is like what 5-6 years old now.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but when he gets to like
But
the
yeah, no, what I'm
city
saying.
for
It
the
still
first
holds
time,
up
it's
compared to some of the older ones.
I
Yep.
get goosebumps thinking about that shit, dude. Like it just looks so
When did Coco? Yeah,
looks so good.
Coco's
The fact that it's like a musical kinda, it like, it has good
great.
songs and
Yeah.
the music's great.
I love it.
The
Coco, it's amazing.
the characters. I didn't
I
like
have
Coco
nothing-
at first, but I agreed that it was
Okay.
magical. It looked amazing.
Initially, I had problems only because I was grumpy because when I went to see it, I took my kids. Okay.
Yeah.
No, hold on. It was Christmas time.
Was that in
you know,
theaters?
When it came out. Yeah.
I didn't see it in theaters.
And
I
like
probably regret
October or whatever, came out right around then, October, November. And Disney didn't tell anybody that they were putting that 30-minute Frozen short before the movie. So the movie didn't start for like 45 minutes till after the.
Is that why
the
it's
start
11?
time. So yeah, so I had family like, did you die? There's no way a kids movie is 3 hours. You know what I mean? It was just not, and I was ready. I had to pee, and it's just like, why didn't they let anybody know this was happening? And then that was like trending on everything. I remember the parents were like, "What the hell?
What the fuck?"
Like
I
everyone's
think I
gonna
remember
hate this
hearing about
Frozen
that.
spinoff thing because you didn't tell anybody that there's an extra half hour to this movie.
Yeah.
You sons of bitches. So I had to rewatch it at home to really appreciate it.
Without the
and
Frozen
it's-
short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Disney, bro.
It's a
They
really
put
good
in a
movie.
30-minute Disney short before a Pixar movie. What assholes.
Yeah. It's a good movie with a good twist that if you're not paying attention, you definitely don't see coming
Oh, like the dad
until rewatch.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or is like
Like if you just loosely watch
grandfather or
it, you
whatever.
definitely don't pick up on it.
No,
but
but like you see, some of like the.
I mean, yeah, rewatch, you're like, Jesus Christ, it's obvious. But like if you
Right.
just sit down, you're not paying much attention and you're watching it as a kid's movie, it's a good twist for a kid's movie. So yeah, like I said, 8.3 for me.
I still have my rewrite ending that we'll save for possibly another show, but that's why I didn't rank it as high as I would have. But it is very, very high on my list. So number 11, right?
11.
11, I put Inside Out. So we just talked about all that. I give it a
right.
7.5.
Yep. Scoot right
Thought it
along.
was- yeah.
What-
What's your number?
7.5. That's pretty strong.
That's pretty
Yeah, no,
strong.
there you go. Damn.
It's a strong movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Officially cracking the top 10.
There we go. Yeah, we can knock this out. All right.
We're gonna go fast. Here we go.
Yeah. Number 10, I put Finding Nemo. So I thought
Okay, we're pretty close on that.
Classic, you know. The adventure they go on is great, you know.
It's great.
So
Yep.
and you know.
Well, we're pretty close on Finding Nemo. I'll go ahead and say that at the same time. I got Finding Nemo at 8, number 8.
Oh wow. Okay.
So we're pretty close there. I gave it an 8.4. I agree with everything you just said. It looks
It's
beautiful.
great.
It's a fun
The
adventure. It's
underwater
like a buddy
animation
comedy.
Yeah. Right.
It's you know. It's a
Finding
good movie.
Nemo, I don't hate
It's-
the world. Just Finding Dory felt like I would have taken that as like a
It wasn't
TV
needed.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
No, I get ya.
yeah, not as like a feature film. Like you took a spot Finding
People
Dory.
wanted Ellen. That was before all that
Yeah,
stuff came
I
out
know.
about Ellen.
Also,
Everybody
that's
loved them
why
some
it's-
Ellen.
Yeah, really. All right.
My I gave Nemo, by the way, at number 8 and 8.4. My number 10 is Toy Story 3.
Oh fuck. My okay. My 9 is Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
Damn.
See, Toy
So
Story
close.
3 is an amazing cap to what should have been the end of the Toy Story saga, minus any kind of shorts they like to do, because it was
Yeah.
the greatest
Yeah,
ending to
Yep.
a trilogy
Yep.
of all.
That's literally what I put. I was
time
like, yeah, what
ever.
should have been a fantastic ending to the series.
They
Yeah.
they yanked on you by that scene, and they really gave you enough in the garbage scene that they might kill him. They literally led you enough down that line that
The
even
movie
like
could have ended
expert
there.
movie critics were like,
Yeah.
"Damn, they might actually do it."
Yeah.
That's how good that movie.
Yeah.
Mm.
I cried in that theater.
then it's
bro,
only
when
10.
It was happening. I'm like,
Oh, that
no.
was like, I'm like,
I
they might, are they
know.
going to do it? No
yeah,
way.
Right? Oh my god. Yeah.
Pixar don't care.
Yeah, one of the best endings to any Pixar
Oh, no,
movie ever. But then 4
Yeah.
happens.
That kind of ends, honestly, and it's funny because it's 10th, because that kind of ended the top 10. That was the end to me.
Our top 10's lining up, I think. I think our top 10
8.3 there for, yep. Well, number 9 for me is Incredibles, the first one.
Wow. Okay.
8.3.
Great.
Pretty much everything you said. It's a great
Great.
superhero movie. I love it, man. Samuel L. Jackson kills it in that movie. So does Craig Nelson. I mean, it's good. It's a good movie, man. That's when they were just like, they were making perfect movies. Anything over an 8 I gave that 8.3. Anything over an 8, I mean, you're making, it's pretty, it's mwah.
It's good. It's real good.
What's your 9?
My 9 is Toy Story 3.
Oh, that's
Did we
right.
say that?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Which one are we on? 8?
Yeah, and which
Okay.
mine was
Oh,
Finding
I did
Nemo.
say that, yeah. Okay, yours is Finding Nemo. I put Monsters University. So,
Okay. Okay. We're not that far.
Monsters at College is not something I thought I wanted, but
But God, was it
oh
amazing?
my god. All the fraternities and like
Not to
fucking
mention, it's
sororities.
beautiful.
Oh, and it looks great. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I mean, that was like when I started to really turn up the animation on that movie. I think it's like 2012. That movie really, yeah, the sorority, the college thing. Charlie from Always Sunny kills it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's that one to me is better than my number 7.
It's like a coming of
Monsters,
age movie. Like
It really was. It was like a nerds movie.
yeah.
My number 7 was Monsters Inc., the OG Monsters movie.
Wow. Okay.
At an 8.5, I love that movie. That's one of
It's
my
great.
favorite movies.
It's great. I
It's
like
an
Monsters
amazing
University
movie.
more because it looks better. It's funner. You
I
know,
do
it's
too.
more fun.
Mine's still coming.
Yeah. Wow.
So what's your
Okay,
7?
You're right. My 7 is Toy Story 2. I love it as a sequel, and I thought the storyline with like the toy store, bro, the sounds that come out of that
Newman?
toy store, like of all the like balls and like
Yeah.
bats and shit dropping is
Yeah,
like,
it sounds
it's
amazing.
The best.
You're right.
It's
The audio. Listen to
Zurg.
my little Padawan engineer.
We get fucking Zurg, bro. I was picking up on that shit when I was a little kid. I'm like, these movies sound fucking great.
amazing.
Yeah.
No, that movie. I mean, Toy Story 2.
It's great.
Yeah,
dude.
like I said, it was
It's so good.
It was my 6. It's my 6.
Wow. Oh, fucking we're they're neck and neck. Rounding at the first
What
corner.
did you give it?
7.3.
Okay, that's an 8.5 for me. We're getting
Okay.
into Hall of Fame territory.
Okay.
And okay, Monsters Inc. at 7 had an 8.5. Toy Story 2 at 6 had an 8.5. What's your 6?
My 6 is Soul. So
Okay, dang.
the music.
We
bro,
talked about Soul earlier.
The music in that movie and the sound and
Oh,
when
beautiful.
he's like playing the
oh
piano.
My God. I love
the
piano and
animation.
classical
Oh,
music. I know it's jazz, but I love like anything with piano.
Well,
man,
jazz
I
is
can-
great in the concept of a jazz story. You know what I mean? That's only.
Yeah,
when
but I'm
it's
just saying
okay.
I love piano because I love classical music. So that the music in that movie,
Yeah.
you're right.
The Zone, Moonwind, the fucking Moonwind, Dreamer, Moonwind, the fucking hippies who are doing mushrooms and get put into the fucking
that's pretty
afterlife. Like, oh my God, dude. Give it to me.
Number 5. We're in the top 5 now.
I gave that a 6.8. I don't know if I said that, but
6.8?
yeah.
It's lower but higher. I got
Well, the
you. That's one of
ending
your
and the
ones.
body swap thing killed it for me too. The fact that he gets
I
like
loved
another
the-
chance.
I loved the ending.
Psh.
I love the ending because the like godlike creatures only did it to spite the other godlike creature who was so anal
Terry?
about everything that it was going to piss him off by giving him another chance. So why not let him go ahead and live one more life? I thought that was the ultimate funny about
Okay,
it. It was
I
like
guess
real low key, but
I
that's
just
why
thought
they
as,
did
like,
it.
A Deus Ex Machina thing, but I guess for comedy's sake, you're right. That is.
Oh
funny.
no, they really because they're constantly rolling their eyes at Jerry,
True.
or at, what's his name, constantly.
He's
just
Terry,
like, oh
the
yeah, we
rest
got
of
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Get it right.
So number
That movie's great.
number 5 for me, Monsters University.
Okay.
8.5. We just talked about it.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's amazing. Number 4, since you spent time talking about it, I'll say it. Mine is Toy Story, the OG.
Oh wow. Okay.
I love that. I've seen that movie more than most movies.
Wow. Okay. I know what your first 3 are now. It's like.
Yep, you sure
It's
do.
like
and honestly,
it's like Guess Who, when you get like all the
Yep.
things down,
I
you're
got
like,
you
oh,
now."
I know.
you'll figure it out real quick.
Yeah. Number 5 for me is Luca. I think the art style in that movie is
Wow.
great. I think the plot line is great. I think the characters, and like the monsters and like all the fucking Sacha Baron Cohen is in that movie, and he has a very small part as like the fucking uncle who lives underwater, like in the fucking deep nowhere.
That was him.
It's great.
Yeah, that's
I like
funny,
that.
man.
Solid. It's solid. The comedy is great.
Okay.
The animation. And I
Right.
thought it's like the first time Pixar switches it up, like art style wise.
They did. You're right.
So
I didn't like it.
appreciate.
It was too jarring for me.
I appreciated it. I almost didn't like
I
it. but
appreciate it, but I didn't like it.
I thought it made sense for that world too. Like imagine that movie
That was
if
your
they're actual Pixar people. It's like.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Okay.
You see what I'm trying to say?
What about? So that was your 5. What was your 4?
I gave it a 7,
sorry.
8. 4.
Ooh.
4 for me is Ratatouille. Yeah.
You cocksucker.
The music.
Of course, I mean rooster
again,
as in
the
chicken.
music,
chicken.
the
That movie is beautiful. Even now,
I like how it's
watching
like
on my OLED.
a rags to riches story for like this rat and dude who is like a fuck up, He like becomes like rich and is like the inheritor.
It's great.
And the twist, bro, the twist of like him being like the heir to the restaurant or of like Gusteau or whatever.
So good.
Oh my god.
There's like that
so
movie's
great.
almost flawless.
Yeah.
It's amazing. That movie is.
Yeah, the cook.
That's
the
your number.
cooking
That's your number
scenes,
4.
That's my number 4. I gave it an 8. Solid.
Okay.
8.
Well, I respect your score.
You'll
but
understand for what my. I know what your next couple are.
Number
Yeah.
3. Number 3 for me is Wally.
Oh yeah, my 2.
It's beautiful. Yeah, we lined up
nice.
again.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's beautiful. The dialogue is very few and far between, but when it's there, it hits. I just forgot his name, but the dude,
the
oh
captain.
God, the comedian, he died a year or 2 ago. That plays like the president of by and large,
yeah,
and
I don't know
the
his
country.
name, but I know who you're talking
Like he
about.
kills it as like oh man,
It's like
the whole
the world's ending. Stay in space forever. We're out of here. Yeah,
I love that movie. I gave it an 8.7.
it's a great sci-fi movie too.
It's amazing.
It's
one of the
great.
greatest animated movies
Yes.
of all time, let
Yes.
alone sci-fi.
Yes,
It's beautiful. It hits you without saying anything.
right. The characters that are just like the robots. It's like some of the best dynamics we get in Pixar, and they're just like
you're like crushed
like
when Eve thinks
beeping
that
and
Wally's
booping at
dead, and
each
you're
other.
like, no,
Like,
yeah, Wally, Wally.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
my god! And she thinks he's dead.
fuck.
No.
Yeah. And then you hear the Mac power up laptop battery charge. Yeah. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Wally. Fuck yeah. They can grow pizza plants. They can.
They will.
Yeah.
God.
What'd
All right.
you give
so
it? What'd you give
number, I gave that as an 8.7 for me.
I gave it an 8.3. Okay.
Okay.
See,
Look at that.
I
Lined
ranked it up.
Perfect.
Yeah. Number 2.
Number 2, I think. Are we lining up or close? Number 2 is Up.
Yes. I know what your number 1 is. You should know what my number 1 is.
I know what yours is now too. I think.
Yeah, you do.
So I gave Up as just Up is one of the greatest. Forget animation.
Yep.
Up is just.
Oh, it's great animation. With the.
Oh no,
with
but I mean, like, you don't even need that.
Oh no. But the
forget all
balloon
that.
Scene,
The story
bro?
is just punch you in the right in the.
Yeah, it's a punch in the gut, but then you get like the great adventure. You know, there's like
Dogs
this
going crazy out there. When you see me on camera looking.
Speaking of crazy dog, this movie brings
you
up
go.
like
Look at that segue.
the best character like ever. You get fucking
The best Disney Plus show spinoff
Yes.
so far, by the way.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah. Maybe that'll go in our shorts reviews. That would rank pretty highly, I think. It was just what I needed. That's what Finding
I've got my
Dory
own
and all
Doug.
those should have been. Don't give me Up To. Give me the spin-off show
Nope.
that is fine where it
give
is.
me 25 minutes total
Perfect.
of them hanging out with
And
each
if you
other,
wanna do a
loving each
season
other, because
2,
that's all I want.
It's just him and his dog. It's like, oh
Just
yeah,
hanging out, being happy.
fuck yeah.
God damn it, that's amazing.
Yeah.
8.8 for me. That was all. That's gonna be actually the same score as I gave my number 1.
I gave it
Won't
an
say what it is yet.
8.3, same as Wally.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. Both those movies are really,
So-
really strong.
Hit me with your number 1.
My number 1 is Coco because
That's what I thought.
not many movies give me goosebumps when I think about them. And that fucking
Damn.
just the animation, the guitar, like the reflection, like the storyline is great. The ending, you know, is a little off for me, but like it still does a lot for the story. You know what I mean?
It's a good movie.
It's great.
No,
bro.
I talked
the
about
music,
it. Yeah.
The music, everything, bro, everything. I think it's the best animated Pixar movie. Like,
See, that's you said, and you talked about this one a couple spots back. Number 1 for me is Ratatouille. I think it's I think it's like almost the perfect movie. It's an 8.8. It's so there's so much heart, man. That is when you think Pixar to me, it's those 3 movies right there: Ratatouille, Up, and Wally. And I get Coco where you're coming from. And out of the newer movies, I mean,
I had to put Coco.
I
at
have
number
Coco.
1. Yeah, I had to put.
I have Coco above Soul.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, like above Incredibles 2,
Yeah.
Car. You know what I mean? Like I get it. I definitely get it.
Yeah.
So-
it's good, man. I watch it, and it's like I watch it. You know, it's a Halloween movie. You know, it's like, oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. And his dog
There you
gets
go.
like superpowers at the end, and like
Superpowers.
wings.
Yeah, I doubt. You're right. Okay, I can see why that hits you right in the feels. I
Like,
get it.
Fuck yeah, he
Gotcha.
does. Fuck yeah, he's got wings
Yeah, he
now.
does.
Fuck yeah.
Fly.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm like that.
Well, there
is
you
the
go.
spirit
That
in
was
me.
our. That is
My dog. Fucking
It's
my
been coming
dogs,
this
yeah.
summer. I know. Now I want to do a bit with you and Parker.
Yeah, tell us how wrong we are in the comments.
Yeah, do it. And we're gonna have a bonus part 3 coming soon with one more list.
I told you that top
someone's
10
gonna
would
debate.
fucking rank because we talked about them already. You know.
Yeah, it's still pretty good sized video. But yeah,
No, I know, but
like, subscribe. I don't care. It's awesome. It was fun. Like and subscribe. You know, like you said, yeah. Let us know how wrong we are. Rank yours. You know.
go watch our
Soon.
Avatar 2 review. Go watch our Deadpool 3 thoughts.
Soon, once we get a few more subscribers, I think we'll start and commenters. We'll start picking people out and doing some things. you know,
Some
and
giveaways, some fatty giveaways. Okay,
whatnot.
all right.
I got some
all
ideas.
right. That's all I got.
Otherwise, I think we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.